Hello everyone. Today we are talking about password entropy. I explained in the previous video how passwords are stored in a database. Passwords get salted and hashed, and if an attacker gets a hold of the hash, he can use either dictionary or brute force attacks to find out the real password. We have also talked about how long and to some extent complex passwords help in keeping your password safe. But how long and how complex? And how can we measure that? Password complexity is measured by entropy. Roughly speaking, entropy means how hard it is to guess the password. Take a random password like this one. We are dealing with lowercase letters, capital letters, numbers, and special characters. Assuming 26 letters lower and uppercase, 10 numbers, and 16 special characters, we arrive at an alphabet of 78 characters. Our password has 8 characters, so the password entropy, meaning the number of possible combinations with an alphabet of 78 characters and 8 characters long, is over 1 quadrillion. Usually we denote entropy in bits, so taking the dual logarithm, that's the logarithm with base 2, instead of 10, we arrive at 50 bit. How secure is this password? Password crackers are able to try at least 100 billion passwords per second. This is probably still a low estimate. Dividing our initial value now by 100 billion and subsequently by 3600, the number of seconds in an hour, we can conclude that it would take 4 hours to crack this password. That's not very safe. However, it gets worse. We just assumed a so-called brute force attack. We just try any combination of letters, lower and uppercase, numbers, and special characters. However, password crackers are more sophisticated than that and can rely on dictionaries as well as commonly used combinations of characters. First, using 23 is very common since they are right next to each other. Next, a word like DOS is also in every dictionary, including common substitutions as we have done here with the $sign. Arguably, %DP is truly random, but that leaves only 3 characters out of the initial 8. This means that the entropy of a password is probably much lower than 50 bit. How low exactly? That's a bit harder to tell, but we can use a different example to illustrate this. A popular XKCD comic suggested stringing together random words to increase entropy as well as memorability of passwords. Clearly, everyone can remember a password like correct horse battery staple. But how secure is it? Let's calculate. We have only lowercase letters, but we have 25 of them. So calculating entropy results in this gigantic number. Taking the dual logarithm results in the more readable 118 bit. Not bad. Dividing our number of possibilities by 31 million, the amount of seconds in a year, and further dividing it by 100 billion password tries per second, we reach the upper limit of 700,000 years. This password seems to be secure for a while. But the password is purposefully made up of 4 very common words: correct horse, battery, and staple. These words can be found in a dictionary containing only 2000 words. Taking the dual logarithm of 2000 results in 11. Meaning each of these words has entropy of 11 bits. Consequently, together they have an entropy of 44 bits, which is even lower than our initial password, which could be guessed within 4 hours. So how can we choose a more secure password? One idea is to apply Bruce Schneier's scheme. Take a sentence you can easily remember and split it up in a way that is not obvious. 2 examples are given here. The sentence "long time ago in a galaxy far away at all" becomes this secure password. This longer but equally easy to remember sentence "when I was 7 my sister threw my stuffed rabbit in the toilet" becomes this password. Of course, you shouldn't use these 2 examples as they have already been published a couple of years ago on Bruce Schneier's blog. We have seen in a previous security report that passwords remain a big issue in cybersecurity, and if you from now on use secure passwords, we're all a little bit safer. That concludes today's video. Thanks for watching. Tell me in the comments which topics you would like me to cover, like and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.